Days of Our Lives, Brady's sneaky DNA test. Is Tate really Sophia's baby daddy? The world of Days of Our Lives, DOL, never fails to deliver jaw-dropping twists, emotional turmoil, and drama-packed revelations. In recent episodes, Sophia Choi, Madeline Keynes, dropped a bombshell on Tate Black, Leo Howard, claiming that she's pregnant with his child. However, the circumstances surrounding this claim are raising eyebrows, especially for Tate's father, Brady Black, Eric Martsolf. As suspicions mount, Brady may resort to a sneaky DNA test to uncover the truth. Could it be that Tate isn't Sophia's baby daddy after all? Let's dive into this complex storyline and explore the possibilities. Sophia's shocking pregnancy bomb. When Sophia told Tate she was pregnant, it was a moment of pure shock for the young man. After all, Tate vividly remembers using protection during their one and only intimate encounter. While no form of contraception is 100% foolproof, the timing of Sophia's revelation seems almost too convenient. Tate, being the kind and honorable guy he is, didn't accuse Sophia of lying outright. However, doubts are undoubtedly creeping in, especially as he recalls the details of their relationship. Tate's hesitation to confront Sophia directly shows his innate goodness, but it also leaves him vulnerable. Brady, however, has seen enough schemes and manipulations in Salem to know when something doesn't add up. Could Brady's instincts about Sophia's claims be spot on? Holly Jonas and Tate's love triangle. Before Sophia entered the picture, Tate had been romantically involved with Holly Jonas. Their relationship, while young and still developing, seemed genuine and full of promise. That was until Sophia came between them, introducing tension and uncertainty into Tate's life. Tate's brief fling with Sophia was an impulsive mistake, but it's now threatening to derail not just his budding romance with Holly but his entire future. Holly, who is still harboring feelings for Tate, will undoubtedly have strong emotions about this situation. If the truth about Sophia's baby claim comes out, it could either reignite Holly and Tate's romance or drive an even deeper wedge between them. Amy Choi's interference. Adding to the complexity is Sophia's controlling mother, Amy Choi, Sherna Nielsen. When Sophia admitted her pregnancy to Amy, the reaction was far from supportive. Instead of helping her daughter weigh her options, Amy took charge, declaring that Sophia would not get an abortion and insisting on marriage between her and Tate. Amy's traditional and forceful approach puts even more pressure on Tate, who is already reeling from the sudden news. However, Amy's interference could backfire spectacularly, especially if Brady uncovers evidence that Sophia isn't telling the whole truth about the baby's paternity. Brady Black's role as protective father. Brady has always been fiercely protective of Tate, and this situation is no different. Knowing Tate's sensitive nature, Brady suspects that his son is being manipulated. When Tate reveals that he and Sophia used protection, Brady's suspicions deepen. Brady has seen enough schemes in his lifetime to recognize when something is off, and he's not about to let Tate's life be upended by a potential lie. While Tate may shy away from demanding a DNA test, Brady is not one to sit idly by. He may take matters into his own hands and orchestrate a secret DNA test to determine the baby's true father. Brady's actions could be the key to unraveling this mystery, but they could also spark new conflicts, especially if the truth doesn't align with Sophia's claims. Brady's unpretentious DNA test. Is Tate not Sophia's kid's dad? In Days of Our Lives, DOL, the complicated snare of falsehoods, mysteries, and errors encompassing Sophia Choi, Madeline Keynes, and Tate Dark, Leo Howard, keeps on unwinding, leaving Salem occupants stunned every step of the way. Sophia's declaration of her pregnancy has started questions, and doubts, with Tate at the focal point. All things considered, as Brady Dark, Eric Martsolf, assumes control over issues, watchers are left contemplating whether Tate is genuinely the dad of Sophia's youngster, or on the other hand on the off chance that there's another stunning turn ready to be uncovered. Tate and Sophia, a tangled start. Tate Dark, the enchanting and clashed child of Brady Dark and Teresa Donovan, had been partaking in his maturing sentiment with Holly Jonas. The relationship appeared to be steady until Sophia Choi entered the image. Tate and Sophia had one hasty night together, and despite the fact that they utilized assurance, Sophia later guaranteed she was pregnant with his kid. This disclosure flipped around Tate's reality. He was stunned, confounded, and reluctant to trust her case, yet his merciful nature held him back from standing up to Sophia too forcefully. He was particularly stressed over Holly finding out, as he actually had unmistakable inclinations for herself and didn't have any desire to destroy their future. Sophia's sensation. Sophia's timing could never have been more dubious. Her declaration came similarly as Tate and Holly were very nearly reviving their relationship. Sophia guaranteed she wanted an early termination yet said the regulations in their state required parental assent, setting out a freedom for Tate to step in as her deliverer. Sophia's mom, Amy Choi, Shernin Nielsen, muddled matters further. Amy is a controlling and overprotective figure who appears not entirely settled to get Sophia's future, regardless of whether it implies maneuvering Tate toward wedding her. Holly Jonas impedance. Holly Jonas wasn't one to sit around. When she heard about Sophia and Tate's mystery outing to California for the early termination, she mediated. Holly defied the pair, requesting replies, and incidentally set off a warm trade. Sophia conceded her pregnancy to Holly, however the circumstance brought up additional issues than it replied. Brady's senses. Brady Dark has consistently had a defensive streak with regards to his child. From the second Tate admitted his problem, Brady couldn't shake the inclination that something wasn't correct. Tate's demand that they had utilized assurance just powered Brady's questions. While Tate wondered whether or not to push Sophia for a paternity test, Brady considered it to be a fundamental stage. Brady started to, not entirely set in stone to get reality without humiliating Tate. His impulses let him know that Sophia probably won't be completely legit about the child's paternity. Amy Choi's interfering. Amy Choi, Sophia's mom, introduced another impediment. Amy was resolute that Tate would wed Sophia, whether or not he was the dad. She accepted the child was Sophia's path to a protected future and wasn't above utilizing profound control to accomplish her objectives. Brady, in any case, was not one to be threatened. He defied Amy, endeavoring to dissuade her, however their discussion just hardened his doubts. Amy's beyond ridiculous responses and refusal to consider a DNA test made not entirely set in stone than any other time to reveal reality. The unobtrusive DNA test. With Tate reluctant to demand a paternity test straightforwardly, Brady concocted an arrangement to get the important DNA tests without Sophia's information. He tracked down an open door during one of Sophia's visits to the Dark family. Utilizing a thing Sophia had abandoned, Brady discreetly set up for a DNA test. The outcomes were stunning. Tate was not the dad. This disclosure left Brady with an issue. Would it be a good idea for him to stand up to Sophia right away or hang tight for the right second? Brady chose to wait for his opportunity, realizing that reality would have the most effect whenever uncovered during an urgent second. Sophia's other potential associations. On the off chance that Tate wasn't the dad, then who was? One name that immediately surfaced was Aaron Green, Louis Tomero, a shared companion of Tate and Sophia. Aaron had been seen with Sophia around a similar time as her alleged night with Tate. He had forever been somewhat of a trump card, and his coy nature made him a conceivable competitor. Sophia's way of behaving additionally alluded to insider facts she wasn't prepared to share. Her hesitance to examine the child's paternity and her emphasis on secures Tate recommended she was concealing something, or somebody. The big day stunner. Sophia and Tate's surged commitment and looming wedding set up for an emotional standoff. Amy Choi had coordinated the occasion, guaranteeing it would be a great undertaking to harden Tate's responsibility. In the meantime, Holly, still shattered however dubious, chose to go to the service. Brady showed up at the wedding with the DNA test rings, not entirely set in stone, to uncover reality. Similarly, as the officiant inquired as to whether anybody protested the association, Brady stood up and interfered with the service. "Tate, I really want to say something," Brady started, holding up the envelope. "This has continued sufficiently long. Sophia, I had a DNA test done. The outcomes demonstrate that Tate isn't the dad of your youngster." The room ejected in bedlam. Sophia attempted to deny it, yet the proof was undeniable. As reality sank in, everyone's eyes went to Sophia, requesting replies. Aaron's admission. Aaron Green, who had been sitting unobtrusively among the visitors, out of nowhere stood up. "It's me," he conceded, his voice shudder. "I'm the dad." Aaron's admission sent shockwaves through the room. Sophia separated in tears, conceding that she had lied out of dread and urgency. She had trusted that nailing the pregnancy to Tate would get a steady future for herself as well as her child. Outcome. The aftermath from the disclosure was serious. Tate felt a blend of help and selling out, battling to handle Sophia's trickiness. Holly, who had been observing as a passive spectator, ended up moved back to Tate, offering him solace and backing. Brady, however irate at Sophia for hauling his child into her untruths, really wanted to feel a feeling of triumph. He had safeguarded Tate from a long period of superfluous obligation and grief. Aaron, then again, confronted the overwhelming errand of moving forward as a dad. With Amy Choi breathing down his neck, his future abruptly looked definitely more convoluted than he had expected. What's next for Tate, Sophia, and Holly? The show encompassing Tate, Sophia, and Holly is nowhere near finished. Tate and Holly's recharged association might confront new difficulties as they explore the fallout of Sophia's double-crossing. In the meantime, Sophia should wrestle with the results of her activities and choose how to push ahead with Aaron and their kid. In Salem, mysteries seldom stay covered for a really long time, and this storyline vows to convey significantly more exciting bends on the road in the weeks to come. For the present, watchers can watch and stand by as these youthful characters face the aftermath of one remarkable evening. Brady's sneaky DNA test, the story unfolds. Sophia's baby bombshell. Sophia Choi, Madeline Keynes, seemed to drop her pregnancy news on Tate Black, Leo Howard, out of nowhere. Their brief encounter, though protected, had created ripples in Tate's life, throwing him into an emotional whirlwind. Tate, who was still navigating his feelings for Holly Jonas, was caught between his sense of responsibility and his uncertainty about Sophia's intentions. Sophia's revelation had come with a demand for action. She claimed that the pregnancy required immediate steps, even marriage. This was too much for Tate, who confided in his father, Brady Black, Eric Martsolf. Brady, having dealt with enough deception and heartbreak in Salem, immediately felt there was more to the story. Holly Jonas and Tate's dilemma. Holly Jonas had rekindled her romance with Tate just before Sophia dropped her bombshell. The timing of Sophia's announcement threw Holly into a state of doubt and insecurity. She trusted Tate, but the lingering presence of Sophia in their lives was hard to ignore. Holly began to question if Tate was entirely honest about his feelings for her. As Tate tried to keep the situation under wraps, Holly's suspicions grew. She started piecing together fragments of conversations and timelines, ultimately confronting Tate about the situation. Feeling cornered, Tate admitted the truth but assured Holly that he didn't believe he was the father. Holly's reaction was complicated. She loved Tate but couldn't ignore the possibility that his actions could have lasting consequences for their relationship. Amy Choi's ultimatum. Sophia's mother, Amy Choi, Sherna Nielsen, had her own ideas about how the situation should unfold. Amy's traditional values and strong-willed nature led her to confront Brady and Tate with an ultimatum: marry Sophia or face her wrath. Amy believed in protecting her daughter's reputation and securing a stable future for the unborn child, even if it meant forcing an unhappy union. Brady, who had weathered his share of turbulent relationships, found himself in a moral quandary. He wanted to support his son, but he also didn't trust Amy's motives. Brady's instincts told him there was more to Sophia's story, and he began to quietly investigate. Brady's sneaky DNA test. Brady's suspicions led him to take matters into his own hands. Using his connections in Salem, Brady managed to acquire a sample of Sophia's DNA, along with a covert sample from Tate. The process wasn't entirely ethical, but Brady justified his actions as a way to protect his son from being trapped in a situation that wasn't his responsibility. The results were shocking. Tate was not the father. Armed with this information, Brady faced a difficult decision. Should he reveal the truth immediately, or wait for the right moment to deliver the bombshell? Aaron Green's involvement. As Brady delved deeper, another name surfaced: Aaron Green, Louis Tomarow. Aaron was a classmate of Sophia's and had been seen spending time with her shortly before she announced her pregnancy. Rumors began circulating that Aaron and Sophia had a secret relationship. Brady's investigation suggested that Sophia might have lied to cover up the true paternity of her child. The wedding day bombshell. Sophia and Tate's wedding day arrived with tension thick in the air. Amy Choi had orchestrated a grand ceremony, determined to make the union happen despite Tate's visible reluctance. Holly watched from the sidelines, her heart breaking as she saw Tate about to commit to someone he didn't love. Just as the ceremony was about to begin, Brady stormed into the room, stopping the proceedings. Holding the DNA test results, he addressed the crowd. "This wedding cannot go on. Tate is not the father of Sophia's baby." Gasps and murmurs filled the room as Sophia's face turned pale. Amy tried to interject, but Brady's commanding presence silenced her. He went on to reveal the evidence linking Aaron Green to Sophia, leaving no doubt about the truth. The fallout. The revelation sent shockwaves through Salem. Sophia's lies were exposed, leading to a public shaming that threatened to alienate her from her community. Amy, humiliated and furious, turned her wrath on Sophia, accusing her of ruining their family's reputation. Tate, though relieved, struggled with the emotional toll of the ordeal. He apologized to Holly and vowed to rebuild their relationship, but the scars of the incident lingered. Holly, though forgiving, needed time to trust Tate fully again. Brady, though criticized for his methods, was ultimately vindicated. He had protected his son and revealed the truth, but the experience left him reflecting on the lengths he was willing to go to for his family. Aaron Green's involvement complicated matters further, as he faced his own reckoning with Sophia and her family. The drama hinted at future storylines that would keep Salem buzzing for months to come.